Hi, it's Ronnie with Plan to Eat, and today I'm going to teach you all about the staples list. Now, I'm going to try to keep this video as short as possible, so we're going to just stick to using the staples list on the Plan to Eat app, but you can do all of the exact same things on the website if that's your preferred place to use Plan to Eat. Now, whether you are brand new to Plan to Eat or a longtime customer, you may have come across the staples list and wondered, what is it and how do I use it? So that's what we're going to go over today. The staples list is what I consider a static list. So it's a list that is not affected by your meal planner like the shopping list is. So you can fill it with items, whether those are frequently purchased items or inventory items from your household. More on that in a little bit. And then you can just quickly bulk select those items to be able to add them to your shopping list. It's basically manually adding items to your shopping list, except it's not as time consuming to add multiple items over and over again with the add item button. So to navigate to the staples list on the Plan to Eat app, you are going to tap on the shopping list heading when you're in the shop tab. And you're going to see that this drop-down menu has the staples list. You can go over to your staples list. Now, every account comes preloaded with some things already on the staples list. And a lot of these are just commonly purchased items that you can either decide to have on your staples list or not. All of the things on your staples list are able to be edited, removed, or you can add to it. As you can see, there's an add item button at the bottom. As I alluded to before, there are two main ways to use the staples list. One is as a place to store all of your frequently purchased items. This is things that you want to have on your shopping list, and normally you're typing them in manually, but you just want to be able to go in and quickly add those items to your shopping list so you don't forget them on your shopping trip. So you can see some of these preloaded items that are in here are just common things, and a lot of household items. You want to make sure you get toilet paper and trash bags, but maybe you always like to have bananas on hand as well. And so every week you're adding bananas to your shopping list. That's a perfect item to put on your staples list so that you can just come in here and tap the boxes so that you're selecting these items that you want to add to your shopping list. I'm just going to select a bunch of random things here. And then I can just quick hit the add to list button, and it's going to add all these items to my Kroger store. So quick add them to my shopping list. Now, if I go back to my shopping list, you can see that some of these items are here on the list, and I'm going to make sure that I remember to buy them because now they're on the shopping list. All right, the other way to use your staples list is basically as an inventory for what you have in your house. Now, this is not an automated inventory system. The staples list does not automatically connect to your shopping list in the way that if you add items to your staples list, they'll be automatically taken off of your shopping list. However, you can fill your staples list with all of the things you do have on hand at your house and like to keep on hand. This can be things in your cupboards and pantry, also your freezer and refrigerator, just all of the things that you like to keep stocked and that you want to keep an inventory of in your house. So I'm going to scroll down my staples list, and you can see that I have some freezer stores here in my staples list, which would where I would be keeping inventory of these items in my house. And you can see that for things like the ground beef and the chicken thighs, I even have the quantities of what I actually have in my freezer. So while none of this, like I said, is going to be automated with your shopping list, this is a really quick way to be able to check what you have on hand and say, oh yeah, we have 4 pounds of ground beef. I can plan some recipes with ground beef this week. And then you'll obviously want to update these items. And when you use a pound of ground beef, you will want to come in here and update the quantity so that it is reflecting the proper amount that you actually have at home in your staples list. And then same with using it as a frequently purchased items list. When you run out of these items, say I run out of chicken nuggets, I can just quickly come in here and say, oh, I need to buy more chicken nuggets, and I can add that to the list. Now, I have this in my freezer store in the staples list so that's easy for me to keep track of. So when I add to list, if I add that to my shopping list with this just quick add to list button, it's going to add it to a store in my shopping list called Freezer. But I don't necessarily want that. I want to buy it at Kroger because that's where I normally shop. So instead of just saying add to list, I'm going to hit edit item, and then I'm going to hit add to shopping list, and it's going to let me select which store I want to add this to. And so I can save that, and now that chicken nuggets has been added to my Kroger store on my shopping list, but you can see that that didn't affect my staples list here. So if I would have just gone in and hit change store, it was going to change what store it was located in my staples list. It would have moved it up into Kroger rather than telling me it's in my freezer. So if you want to keep items in specific locations in your staples list, it's best to use that edit item and then add to shopping list and select the specific store that you want to add it to in your shopping list. That's the best way to keep things organized in the way that you like to see them organized. Now, a question that we often get is, can I have multiple staples lists in case I want to keep track of things in different places? And the answer is that you just have one staples list. And as you've seen in this demo, I just added different stores to my staples list. And that's how I manage keeping track of items in different locations around my house. All right, that is our demo of the staples list in Plan to Eat. If you have any questions, please email us at help@plantoeat.com. We are more than happy to answer any of your questions about this feature or any other feature in Plan to Eat. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon in another video.